We simply hold hands and the power runs through us. No, I don't use my feet.
That's right, Daddy.
Well, then take your shoes off, guys. Go ahead, take your shoes off. How you like that glow right there? Is that not the most awesome thing you've ever seen? Fantastic. I decided to come back in here because I went to the doctor the other day and I have a virus, a respiratory virus. But anyway, this video is about Sam and Colby and these unique, I don't know what I would call them. I mean, I would call them charlatans, but they're not psychics, they're not mediums, they're toe poppers. That's about the best, most apt way I can describe them. Satori and Cody. But anyway, we're going to get into this video. I had a flood of requests, and I know other debunkers have looked into it as well, plus a channel I'd never seen before. I'll show you later on in the video. But yeah, let's get right into it. Sam and Colby's investigation of the Conjuring.
Cody Thespian.
We're caretakers here at the Conjuring House. We also communicate with the other side.
In a very interesting way that we kind of found out by accident.
This really stood out to me because they said they discovered this method by accident, and it really stood out to me because if you see how intricate it is, you wouldn't think somebody would just stumble across it. It's possible, yes, but you'll just have to see it to understand what I'm saying.
First day we met, we were paired up with each other.
The place was really active, and then the next investigation we went on, the same activity, a lot of footsteps and banging sounds.
The other team members were like, maybe it's something with you guys, you should go experiment.
We found out that eventually, over time, that when we hold hands or hold wrists, it's almost like flipping on a light switch.
We're not mediums or anything, we can't sense anything.
I wonder what Colby's thinking. He uses his foot. Shopping list. Oh, I better check my taxes. Now, they say they're not psychics, they're not mediums, but they got this unique thing going on, something that you can monetize, something you can... Crazy.
Everyone is here to witness, we can't control it, and we only do this for people who cross our paths naturally, and don't do it for money or anything like that.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the biggest lies ever told. We don't do it for money or anything. Yeah, you do. Take a look at your shirt, for instance. What does it say on there? It says, Conjuring House staff. Whose video are you in? Well, Sam and Colby. You know, the video, the YouTubers that get like 20 million views a video. So you're getting notoriety. Oh, and you're in Exploring with Josh's new video as well, you two are. Yeah, you're directly doing this for notoriety. You're doing it for attention, and you're doing it for money. So don't even start telling those big fibs.
We can't guarantee who comes through, so that's just your warning. It could be literally anyone that wants to communicate.
Do you guys have a name for this technique, or what would you call it? Method?
Ooh, me. I got the perfect name for this method. We'll call it the toe cracker method. Ooh, it's just that appeal, that grand appeal. You could market it, the toe cracker.
Also, did you say we're trying to contact anybody specifically, or someone wanted to come through and talk to us specifically, or no?
So Abigail came through, Abigail Arnold, and she said that she wanted to talk to you guys, so.
Ah, yes. O-double-A.
Is it best with lights on, lights off?
You can leave lights on.
Lights on, lights off, shoes on, shoes off. Doesn't make a difference.
Setting.
You're gonna hear them, you'll hear them walk into the room from different angles, usually cameras.
Okay.
It's the RKO.
You're gonna hear everything.
No, you won't hear them walk from another room into there, from any direction. You will hear the knock, walk, footstep sound. You'll hear it in the same place, just higher and lower. But the source is coming from right down in the shoes. Sam and Colby went back 1 month later to debunk these two charlatans, and I was going to check it out, but when I saw this clip and seen the fact that They were both wearing their shoes. Look at her face. She's like, man, I can't believe you're making me do this. I mean, seriously, look at her. But yeah, they got their shoes on, so I did not bother even checking it out.
All right, so if anybody's here and you can hear my voice, I'm going to connect with Cody right now. And I'm standing here in this living room area.
I want you to listen to the footsteps.
Can you come in here, please?
I feel the vibrations.
Yeah. To me, that didn't sound like something coming from far away up to you. That sounded like something that's in the same spot. It's just the volume is increasing. Hey, you know what? Take a look at this video clip from somebody who debunked this, and they did a rather good job.
Here. Control the loudness. So I'm trying.
Hashtag therapy. That's just a short clip from Dead Oak Paranormal, but I suggest you go watch his longer video as well. He did a really good job on it. He will be linked below in the pinned comment. But let's keep going. It only gets better.
Okay, if anybody's here, I'm going to ask you to make that same noise you just made, maybe, let's say, 4 times, to let me know you can hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
It's crazy how the knocks get louder as the camera aims down toward the feet. It's almost as if, you know, line of sight of the camera, which anything center of the camera is always louder. Same with shotgun mics and different things like that. If it's aimed straight, it's louder. They lower the camera, it gets louder. You know, I would go as far as to say, if you laid it right beside their shoes, it would sound like a gong going off.
1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I think that's why they hold each other's forearms, so they can use down pressure to push harder down on his feet.
In this final video, we have Sam and Amanda standing there. I believe Amanda's asking questions, Colby is recording, and then Cody and Satori are holding hands. You will hear some faint knocking, and then you'll hear some loud knocking. What Cody is trying to do is simulate something coming upstairs, but he does it poorly. And this is because they've been doing this for a while, and after you do this for a while, it actually does burn.
I mean, you gotta love it. I mean, Cody would be like, oh, something's coming up the stairs, and he's popping his toes. He's like, ooh, listen, it's getting close. Oh, damn, arthritis.
Because you're constantly using small muscles that don't have the ability to get rid of the acid buildup, which causes your muscles to burn when you overuse them.
Good. Who am I talking to?
So he'll do faint, and then it'll just be really loud.
Can I spell your name?
Fine control. Yeah, there it is. So it's bum, 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 bum. And when the camera pans, the audio sounds like it's coming from here.
You're dead on accurate. It most certainly does sound like it's coming from where their feet are. Now, I know even Josh or any of them that's done a video collabing with Satori and whatever his name is. I know that you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But if I was there, I just couldn't take that. I could not sit there while he's popping his toes. Because you know it's coming from that general location. But I couldn't do it. I'd be like, dude, I'm sorry. You got to take your shoes off. Leave your socks on, but you got to take those shoes off because I got to make sure you're not popping joints.
Hands over to here. It's obviously on this side. You'll need headphones for that. Sorry, phone users. But it is very obvious the noise is coming directly center here of camera because Colby does a really good job of keeping it rather centered. And when it turns, you can clearly hear it pan. So the noise is coming from right here, not here, not here, not down the stairs. It's right here in the center. It's wood, so it's not going to be the plaster or the ceiling. It's going to be right here. So given that information, it's either the ghost is standing here or it's just the guy who refused to take his footwear off in the other video when they did the long video. So this is completely a scam. Cody and Satori are in on this. Satori's covering for Cody. Cody knows what he's doing.
The lady's last name is Halls. Satori Halls. And that did get me thinking because I recognized the last name. You guys remember the TV show Taps, Jason Halls? Being as this next video shows them in Taps doing this same thing, I put two and two together. I didn't look it up, but I have a feeling that she must be kin to Jason Halls.
I have a video from when they were in Taps, and the cameraman is actually going to do something here very shortly.
Did you
dead giveaway into what's going on.
Is your picture anywhere in the house?
Notice what the cameraman did?
Can you
Point it
take us
directly
to
to
it?
their feet. And then he'll actually just zoom in on their feet because he knows where the sound is coming from.
B, C, D, D. Down?
And because they're doing toe pops, they want to focus on the feet so you don't see the movement, which with toe pops, you don't see movement because it's compression being released and all the force is going downwards and the sound is, you know, obviously coming from inside your bones. So you actually don't see it regardless of how tight of shoes you have here.
I wanted to address something real quick. Now, I want you to look at the technique that their Satori and her boyfriend's using, her husband, whatever. They're holding each other's forearms like this, right? Now, the reason I say that is because this dude, you know, the guy, he's popping his toe, right? If our theory is correct. And I was wondering, why would you hold somebody's forearms? And then it just hit me. He's using her forearms to push harder down on the floor. Have you ever seen, like, for instance, a UFC fighter holding the top of a towel? They don't have to hold much weight on the towel to get that 1 pound in. You know what I'm saying? They might be over a pound. And they'll put just a tad bit of weight on the towel to lift up off the scale. Same applies here. If you push down, it puts more pressure on your feet. Take a look at this scale I stepped on. I stepped on it once without any leverage. And then the second time, well, just look. Now you can literally hold somebody's forearms and create a lot of pounds of pressure. There's my weight, which is 179.5 pounds, right? Now, watch what happens when I use 2 fingers on the counter. I can push well above 200 pounds. You know, that's 20 pounds of pressure added to the base of my feet.
Abigail, do you know who... Can you see me pointing? Do you know who this is? Mm-hmm. Can you tell us his name?
A, B, C.
Tori's method here of the human Ouija board, she'll go through the alphabet and it will knock when it comes to the letter that it wants her to stop at. That way they know what letter it's trying to say. But I've seen her a couple times make mistakes as she was doing it.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, A, B, C, B. I know, I went fast on that one. Cool.
You missed a letter, honey. Let's listen one more time.
A, B, C.
Oh no, C-O-L-C is what was spelled. Don't go back on it. You can't do that. It's trying to say Koki, not Kobe.
Can you tell us his name?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, S.
Nope, it sounded like a T to me. That's not Sam, that's Tam. Timmy Tams, remember that video? Don't unsubscribe, I'm sorry.
P, Q, R, S, T, S.
How? Is it always like the stomping?
Yeah, so we usually go through the alphabet and we get full sentences sometimes, and
she's trying to talk.
She's trying to say something.
Haha, watch that clip one more time. Because as he's trying to talk and address Sam and Colby. He's doing his toe pop, and he's having a hard time multitasking. It's almost like he's having trouble saying what he's wanting to say there at the end. It's just funny.
There are people here, not living people. Okay, do you know if they're from the house? 1 for yes, 2 for no? No.
I bet his toe stays sore as heck.
Does that mean like
You guys might have brought people with you.
five things are attached to us?
No.
All YouTubers' favorite ghost, the attachment. That's their favorite. That's their excuse too. Everywhere they go, oh, well, there must be an attachment because everywhere I go is haunted. So something obviously is following us around. Yeah. And then this lady says this.
No. That there might be 5 spirits that are here that have come here to maybe talk to you or something.
I just want to say, why don't you people prove that ghosts exist first? That they're real, scientifically prove it. And then, after doing that, then you can go and say, well, this here is a residual haunt. This thing is stuck on a loop, or this one is a shadow figure, or this one is, you know, the ceiling crawler. This one's the poltergeist. You have all these different ways that these ghosts behave, all these different kinds of spirits, yet you've never even proven that they exist scientifically. So until you do that, why don't you wait on categorizing something that you haven't even proven exists yet? And here comes the big controversial part of the video, because they're able to spell out the word Libby Goldbach, which is Sam's grandmother, which they should not be able to know the name of Sam's grandmother, especially her nickname.
G-O-A-B-C-D-E-F-G-H-I-J-K.
What? Who is it?
Libby Goldbach.
Your grandma?
It's my grandma.
I'm not completely heartless. I feel sorry for Sam here, but I mean, that's what charlatans do. They prey on vulnerable and gullible people, just like Satori and whatever his name is. That's why they do it. That's the kind of people they get. They can't get somebody like you or I. You know what I mean? Because we don't fall for that stuff. I'm not saying we're immune of falling for anything, but that's just plumb ridiculous. Now, anybody believing these people have this, where they can stand there and hold each other's forearms, no matter where they're at, and they get this crazy, amazing stuff. You know, these knockings all around. And they don't see no trick to it. Oh, no, that's real. Because they said it was.
There's no way in fucking hell they know anything.
No.
That's not her real name. That's her nickname.
All right, Sam, let me take care of this for you, buddy. Welcome to the information superhighway. Dead Oak Paranormal, please take this away with this very well done video you did. Check this out.
One of the 7 deadly sins is vanity, another is greed. And when you're trying to debunk somebody, it's really good to use the 7 deadly sins to see if they are subject to those.
You remember that video I did on 7 deadly sins of YouTubers? It wasn't exactly a banger, but I did do one.
Now, vanity is a big one, which is fame and looks and all that kind of stuff. So you see in this picture, they're acting as Ed and Lorraine Warren. They want to be what Ed and Lorraine Warren was, because I believe their end game is they want to create their own society based around this special power that they have, which is a con artist scam. So we're gonna actually start off with a digital trace following a trail on Sam Goldbach. So we're just going to look up Sam Goldbach gossip information, okay? And what this will do, so what this is going to do is this is going to give us information about his family, stuff that weird people want to find out. I guess I'm one of those weird people now that I'm looking it up. But anyways.
There's no way you're going to come across that name, Libby Goldbach. No way.
It's going to tell us information about his family members, his relatives, his close relatives, mother, father, brother, sister, whatever. In this exact example, we have his mother and father, which are literally, like, creepily, you know, right there. It's the first question. I don't know why this stuff exists. It's really weird. So now we have his mother's name and what his mother and father looks like. There he is there. And she went to Oklahoma. So we're actually going to do Oklahoma. And now we have results on his mother. On this page, we have something that is very, that sticks out, that looks like an obituary picture. And that is this right here. It's a black and white photo of an elderly woman who looks very similar to Mrs. Goldbach here. So when we click on that, what pops up? Elizabeth Goldbach obituary from Oklahoma. And right front and center, we have, get out of here with your pop-ups, we have Libby Goldbach. This is, you know, how you could come across this information.
And unfortunately, there are people out there that will take advantage of you, and they'll take advantage of me, and they won't lose a wink of sleep over it. No conscience. Fame, fortune, that's it.
Okay, in this video, Satori posted a live with 1,300 people watching, and this is where the vanity comes in. They are now getting a following. They're ecstatic for this following. You can see it on their faces. But there are psychological red flags throughout this entire video from Satori. Everything she does is a psychological tell, and I'll let this just play and I'll explain things.
As for the joint popping thing,
so what she does there is a red flag. She mentions exactly the move they're doing, and she curls into herself and begins wheezing with laughter. She is trying to console herself with laughter.
You know, they could prove everybody wrong by doing this thing barefooted. Now, unfortunately, there are people out there with a foot fetish. Oh, I don't want my feet on camera because people will take pictures of them and do crazy stuff with it. That would be their excuse probably. Or you're just haters. But no, find a person, a skeptic, a real skeptic, and you can wear socks. Put a microphone, better yet, you can wear your shoes. But put a sensor inside of each shoe that if you move your toes, try to pop them, they'll go off. Or just wear socks. They can't see your toesies.
it's super funny. I can promise you guys, and whether you take my word or not, we're not popping joints. We're not popping any.
Whether you take my word or not, I don't care. This is the truth.
I gotta agree with Dead Oak Paranormal here. When somebody says they don't care, oh, they care. Oh, they care a lot.
Out, moving in certain ways to pop. I'm gonna be completely honest with that theory. Sorry. If Cody was to pop...
So now, after they've lulled away from this, she transitions into blaming his cancer, which is extremely disgusting. I've had my family destroyed by cancer. I've lost many family members to very serious cancers. And it is a disgusting thing, and it's completely abhorrent for them to use his cancer as an excuse. She will go on to make it sound like he has such brittle bones that he can't even jump, so he can't pop his toes. Well, if you can't jump, you would be wheelchair bound, because if you were to try to go up a stairs, your own body weight would crush your bones. She makes it sound like he's made of glass.
Anything, it would not be going back in.
I'm having my second hip replacement in February, believe it.
Oh, you like my cup? Friday the 13th, the final chapter, baby. Let's go. Your second hip replacement surgery you've had. So there's no way he could pop his toes, right? Because, you know, the surgery. But I don't know if anybody has told this man or not. But let's talk about aging people. Let's talk about aging houses. Let's talk about aging vehicles. People, what do they all have in common? Think about it. The older you get, the more your body wears out. Your joints rub, your elbows, your back spine collapses in on itself, your knee joints, your ankles. The older you get, the more it rubs and messes up. And yeah, the older you get, the more you start popping and cracking. Just like a house, the older it gets, it settles, pops, cracks. Just like a car, the older it gets, the parts wear out. You would pop and crack more after a surgery. The older you get, the more you pop and crack. So what they said don't make no sense. Oh, he couldn't pop his toes. No. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I have some bangers on the way, as always, and you guys know how we roll on this channel. Oh, by the way, Debunkers Anonymous is our group on Facebook. If you haven't been there, go check it out. We talk debunking all day, every day, 24/7, 7 days a week. It's a fun group. Go check it out. Debunkers Anonymous on Facebook. That's all the cool kids are there. In fact, a lot of like Beardo Gets Scared, Side-Eyed Guy, and all them, they're there as well. So go join it. And of course, I love you guys. The secret word is Hatchet 2. I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Y'all come back now. You hear? Peace.